Off they go. White boat, red tips this side. Debilio got away reasonably well, but so did everyone else around her. Hauser in the middle in for Germany. Just to her right, 31 from Sweden is Lindberg. On the far side in the green boat, San Martin. Yellow boat of Kolasvari in the middle. I was going for Shea and I knew it was wrong and I got confused.
That's a really good start and looking like they're having a good formation.
Already
from
a swimmer
the start.
in the green boat there. Just trying to see, that's Australia, I think. Could be Lily Burgess.
26
Yes, it is. That's a long way to come for a swim. So unfortunate.
I'm sure she'll still be in the
long course and stuff. Yeah. Pretty efficient boat. You don't often get an efficient boat driver emptier, do you?
Yeah, he knows exactly what he's doing.
So Hauser leading, Debilio just off the back of that group of 6, Kolasvari in the yellow boat. Spaniard in the green boat. On the far side is San Martin. Anderson closest to us.
Big group this coming around this
already splitting
corner.
though, already splitting. And see, some of them making a real pig's ear of this corner.
It is their first turn of the competition and I'm sure that in the final they'll have a better feel for the course. Well, that was a nice quick
That was pretty quick.
changeover for Burgess. Hopefully she'll be able to
Okay,
get
chaos down on the bottom turns. People coming from somewhere else, it looks like. Where were they?
That either their boat doesn't turn so well, but I think this current really is quite strong, especially after the rain a day ago.
Yeah. You really have to be looking and learning if you're racing later in the weekend. Way out from the edge, Hauser there. There's room up the inside. San Martin closer to the inside. Kolasvari, you can see, she knows the inside here. This is her river.
Yeah, she's not scared to hug the back and she's coming up quite strongly on the side there, putting some power on the blade. You can see her, she's definitely pushing hard to get back to that front group before the first takeout.
Tough call though, if Renata's your mum, Bruno Kolasvari's your dad. Yeah, they've got more medals than most if you add them together. Well, more medals than anyone if you add them together.
It could also just be some inspiration too.
Hauser looking super good.
Yeah, she's looking comfortable for sure.
Denmark to her left. Hungary in the yellow. That's your front 4. Try and give you all the names as they come through. It's pretty tough. Debilio there, just hanging on to the Spaniard. San Martin, that's a tidy little group. They'll come through to top 6. Well, they're already top 6.
It's already at the first takeout.
So we'll try and get named runners and riders. So we've got 24, 33. Hauser, somebody didn't get out there because there were 4 of them, weren't there?
Yes, not sure what happened there.
23 is out. That's Kravchenko. Oh, it's the AIN struggling.
She just had, I think, a little bit of water.
She's got water in the
nose.
front of her boat there. And to be fair, we've never seen the AIN do portages before.
So it's something for them to learn.
Yeah. And they struggle with that at the sprints as well, in the 5K.
So,
Denmark,
so that's Anderson, who's pulled away really nicely. So she had a great put in. That's a Singapore athlete.
Back. Ireland also getting out now. That's Emily Roche. Argentina getting in. You've got Australia there. There's a little bit, isn't there? A little bit of stress there. You've got to put your boat in the wet bit.
Yeah, the 2 Singaporean girls didn't go too far deep, but there's Russia from Ireland. She's putting in a little bit further forward.
Round the top turn, go.
So Anderson from Denmark looks like she's really pulling away nicely and looking comfortable from Kolasvari from Hungary behind her. And then that's Husse from Germany.
Those 3 away. Kolasvari looking pretty comfortable catching up. Same sort of head position as her mum.
She's got a powerful stroke, you can see when she's fallen back a little bit, when she starts to take a few strokes, she's got the power on the blade, which is really nice to see. So she's definitely learned some skills from her mum.
Like you say, yellow quattro. I reckon that is her mum's quattro, you know.
Yeah. The Hungarians like to use the boats that they know work.
Hauser looking pretty strong on the outside there as well.
Yes, she's looking comfortable.
So we had this down on paper as a softer heat than the first one. It's not the case, is it?
Well, we'll see with the time, but I definitely think that these girls are now putting the pace, and the fact that there's 3 of them together instead of one breakaway does always change it a little bit, because you get to share the pull a little bit. So you push hard, but then naturally the time ends up being a little bit quicker. But we'll see when they finish.
They are putting in some work there. They're not that... Hauser looks pretty comfortable at the back there, doesn't she?
Yeah, she definitely does. And I think the nice thing now with these girls in this race is they're getting experience in a group.
Yeah.
So the final is the most important one. They've got to make the top 6 or the next fastest 8, but for them to get this experience in the short course, I think is really, really amazing for them. And it's always more comfortable when you're in a group of 3.
Yeah. Well, group of 4 would be more comfortable, wouldn't it?
It is, but with the short course and these turns, I feel like somewhere somebody always gets squashed out. So you're right. It'll be interesting to see later on how groups of 4 work around some of these turning buoys.
Coming upstream's tough with a group of 4 because the leader tends to want to be on the inside with nobody riding their wave on the inside. So what we got, the AIN athlete in 4, then we got Debilio, we've got the Spaniard San Martin, and Sweden's Lindberg, I think, in the back of that picture. So they're well, top 7, but we'll call them top 6. I'm sure number 7 will qualify.
Most of the time in these races,
Around the turn again, yeah, it's so far down on that turn, and that's Kolasvari. But Kolasvari, she's being tapped on the back by Hauser.
Yeah, that was...
And that's... Kolasvari wants to get to the edge. Hauser hasn't worked that out yet. She's still going up the middle.
She doesn't mind working really hard.
Yeah. So Kolasvari's trying to get across. Hauser's not interested in getting across. Another sort of vague turn from these 3.
So that's an interesting tactic, to take a few strokes on the one side, which might have helped her a little bit. But I think this current is definitely affecting them a lot more under the bridge.
But they've got to get across then. See, the AIN, just get across. Get to the edge, love.
Yeah,
it's not going to work for you there.
I don't think they've realized that actually they can hide a little bit from the current. They may be a bit scared to paddle too close to the concrete.
Hauser just falling off the back of the front 2, Anderson and Kolasvari, just a length or so ahead now.
And these girls in the front really are hugging the side, so they're coming right up against that buoy at the jetty where all the athletes put in.
Being out where the AIN athlete is there, you're just losing time every stroke. Debilio close to the bank behind her. She's gaining all the time. She's going to be comfortable top 6. Hauser, get in!
Not sure she can hear you, Ivan.
I'm giving it hand signals and everything. Get in!
She's a strong athlete, so I don't think she's thought too much about that, but hopefully somebody will give her a tip for the final. Let's just be clear
that thinking works way better than strong. And in a race like this, you have to nicely out from Denmark, averagely out from Kolasvari, Hauser out, maybe a little bit deep. It's quite deep there, quite far in.
Yeah, I think if you've got some momentum, you can push your nose forward, but obviously some athletes are a little bit worried to hit their nose. But this is a nice, comfortable portage for Anderson and Kolasvari, so Denmark and Hungary putting in, smooth put in, and they're off together very comfortably.
San Martin from Spain, along with the Slovakian, Mezerova. Debilio just getting in. They've overhauled the AIN as they come through. Sweden, Great Britain, and Germany too. Boat 21 is Lewowski. It's kind of all changing at the back there for those tail end qualifying positions.
Yes, that group behind AIN definitely put in a big interval coming back up, probably because she was sitting quite far in, paddling against the current, but hopefully she'll learn for the final. Kolasvari's taken up the pull here, so Hungary and Denmark are going around their top turn.
So Hungary lead in race 1, Hungary lead in race 2 now. Denmark's looking pretty cool there though, I think.
Yes.
Well organised.
I agree, she looks comfortable. She slowed her stroke rate down a little bit.
That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 in shot there. You imagine they're all comfortable. At the back of that is San Martin of Spain. So I think she'll make the final with that. Kolosvari paddles down, Denmark's turn. Anderson goes through.
I think these two athletes are realizing they can work together now. They just have
or even
to.
not work together.
Or not.
They're both choosing to not work, but together. And it's a nice. So Hauser in the background maybe sees a little window of opportunity for closing that gap again, but there's no real need.
I think they've realized that if they can just finish off well, they've secured their spots. So that's Singapore. Inong from Singapore emptying her boat a little bit. Maybe her pumps are not quite working so well.
So that's 4, 5 and 6 there. 21, 22 and 23, which makes it easy to read. That's Lewowski, Debilio and Kravchenko.
And Debilio is leading that group and she's looking comfortable. She was 5th at Europeans, so she's also one to look out for and well experienced in
Yeah,
this
she's
race.
also one of the youngest in the field, I think.
Yeah,
So yeah, she's going to be around for a little while.
2009.
Yeah. I mean, sitting where we're sitting, it's hard to believe anyone's born in 2009, right? Why aren't they just a small child?
It's good to see, though, that there's some young athletes coming through and that are putting themselves on the map of the world already at this young age, and that they do have another 2 or 3 years as juniors.
I'm just thinking, last time I raced here was 1999, which was 10 years before these people were born.
That is a long time ago.
That's really worrying.
I don't even think I was paddling then.
Shut up.
That was a really good turn to see. I think Kolosvari has got a little bit used to the course here.
On her own management, she's fine. It was just when Lewowski, not Lewowski, the other German, Hauser tapped the back of her boat, didn't let her get round.
But Hauser also made a little bit of a better turn there. Hopefully she will hug the bank. So yeah, we have the next group coming through.
AIN
with
Great Britain and who was that? Lewowski, wasn't it? Lewowski, yeah, Debilio
the German,
and Kravchenko. Overhead shot of the course. Drone currently over the start there. That's the view they get down to the bridge and the first turn. Water slides on the right there at the pool.
Yeah, no.
The whole of the ICF officials were playing there last night. We all went there.
Did you really?
Big night out at the water slides. It was fantastic. You just don't see ICF officials in rubber rings often. But there they all were. Incredible scenes, incredible. So here we go. Final portage for Kolosvari and Anderson. Hauser not losing any ground now. The others have calmed down a bit. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there, the automatic qualifiers, and it looks like staying that way. I think the only thing that could go wrong out of this now is the AIN maybe messing their portage up again, but these two are away and clear. Kolosvari,
putting
Anderson.
in a little bit of an interval there, but I think she's running smoothly. Anderson keeping up nicely, so they'll put in together very comfortably. Smooth put in there for Kolosvari from Hungary, Anderson from Denmark, Hauser from Germany just coming in for her put in now. Also smooth put in.
It's quite mean looking, isn't it? You wouldn't want her hunting you down, would you?
Yeah, from the camera view definitely is
Yeah.
giving that bit of an impression, I think, just because
yeah.
it's from the top. She's looking very focused.
So those two around the top turn comfortably. They'll finish together. Anderson just climbing over the wave there. A couple of hard strokes to get over.
Yeah,
Now shoulders down, she's on the wave.
it's definitely nicer for her to finish on the wave rather than working really hard coming into the final stretch. This final stretch is not really that long, so that last put in and turn is critical.
On the long course, it's going to be crazy. I'm going to set up a debate about that through the weekend because I think it's fundamentally wrong.
It's having such a short turnaround. It's just different to what we used to, but
it's been like that for a long time. But then the race ends at the Portage. We come out the Portage, the race is over. And so you lose all the excitement you've built up, you lose over the last couple of minutes and watch two people putt around the last turn.
I suppose it depends on how the race goes, but I think also by changing this course and going around the island, brought in another element.
I think that's brilliant.
And then you have to look at the distance and how it works out.
So Kolosvari and Anderson across the line, 1-2, they're safe.
Big smiles on their faces knowing that they've secured their final for later.
Then Hauser, she's next across, untroubled. Then it'll be Debilio, then Lewowski, then Kravchenko. The Hungarian cameramen have definitely got a bias, I'm feeling, because there are other people on the river
that are busy finishing. However, she did win the second heat.
Yeah, but you know, time and a place. Hauser there, third place, strong on the start. You're going to need to be strong on the start in the final because that first turn is so close, isn't it?
Yes, and Hauser from Germany definitely has that. We saw her getting away really well, so in the final she's definitely not going to go any slower.
So more people coming across the line.
So that's Tusker from New Zealand.
Nowakowski from France.
Kolosvari getting...
That's probably our training mates
lots of
from
applause.
the club.
Yes. All the little assistants.
Ireland taking on Australia. That was a swimmer.
Yes, so
she's caught up well, man.
She's recovered and hopefully she will maybe make it through, but at that stage it gets a little bit tough.
It's looking a little bit emotional out there, as it would. That's a tough way to start your championship, but knowing that you caught a few people up must be a bit of a comfort.
100%, but you're also not sure once you cross the line whether you've qualified and made it through.
I think you haven't. I don't think that's open to debate. But
in a short course, there's no time.
There's not that much leeway.
You have a very experienced co-commentator.
Yeah, but he's an idiot.
I am good to see you. After some bumpy preparations, you are finally here.
Bumpy's always good.
Yeah,
I enjoy bumpy.
Sorry, but we couldn't fix
No
that
problem at all.
2 weeks ago.
That's okay.
How was it going?
We've just been greeted by the Big Cheese
For your appointment?
from the ICF in commentary here.
We start the next race at 9.
Okay.
Early afternoon. So we'll have a bigger gap on lunch, but maybe before the para. I'll send you a message because there's 2 more short course boys and then C1, I think. Oh no, then it'll be, yeah, and then I'll let you know. Okay, I'm going to quickly run and have a wee.
Quick rerun of the first turn. You can see how complicated it is getting around there. It's going to be super tight in the big races later. The finals is going to be quite dramatic around those bottom turns. Next off, junior men's Heat 1, and Heat 1 is loaded with talent. It's going to be super tough. They're warming up already. We'll get the start list as they go. Start time, 9 o'clock, 10 minutes time. For now, just reruns of Heat 2 in the junior women's. Kolosvari will hope that she can match even some. That was quick, Bridget. So I was just telling the public where you'd been, and
you didn't have to share that.
I didn't, but they'll guess now anyway. So.
That's a lovely shot of Kolosvari coming in, nice slow-mo. So the next race is the K1 Junior Men
K1 Junior Men,
distance.
and just like in the women's, actually, it's loaded. You got the top 3 from the Europeans in there.
In the first heat, that's so crazy that they've...
Plus, you've got a Hungarian, and they've upgraded their Hungarians from the Europeans. They've chucked in the next set up.
The foster ones.
Yeah, and you've got an Argentinian. And 2 years ago, the Argentinian juniors were unbeatable in the junior racing.
Yeah, Argentina's definitely been adding some good athletes, and it's exciting to see, actually.
And then you've also got Portuguese, and actually at the World Championships, Portuguese don't enter their kids unless they're bloody good. So that's, this is, that's 6 people there. You've also got AIN, those unknown in terms of history and record. So Nekrasov, 43 from the AIN. So yeah, this is a big field, quality field.
It does mean that usually then the times will be pretty quicker. So if you are in Heat 1 and you don't end up being in the top 6, there's a very good chance that you will be qualifying confidently.
Yeah, hang in there. Unbelievably, and the facts about Gyor under sporting tradition, they bring up something called handball. What's that?
So handball.
Seriously, I know what it is, but you've got over here directly opposite us. You've got the club. You've got not only have you got Renata, you've got Camera comes from here as well. I think.
But handball is a really good off-season cross-training setup in the winter.
Yeah, just not buying it.
Get your fitness up. It's a team sport.
ChatGPT has let us down there. They should at least seriously, have the kayaking on there. I think in a country like Hungary, with the history of this club, they should definitely have it on
especially in
there.
Hungary. I do agree with you, but perhaps the handball is just as good.
Not having it. So there's the boys lining up, or not lining up, just warming up still. Far right, just going around to the end of the pontoon in the blue boat. Will Short, white top, red and blue band. He won at the Europeans. Candela, one of his main rivals, didn't have the best race there. in the short course. In fact, he got muddled up in terms of swimming at the Portages on a couple of the races back in Portugal. Hopefully for him, he smoothed that out a bit. Here's your, oh no, that's your finish. The results for Heat 2. Kolosvari, Anderson, Hauser, Debilio, Lewalski, Kravchenko, Mezarozova from Slovakia, San Martin from Spain. So Slovakia, Spain, and all the way down to France, Argentina, and Kashubina from AIN. Also on the list probably for top 8 fastest qualifiers.